here are the highlights from our discussion on Sunday, November 11 on Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast. This is just a taste of what happened, but of course, on the channel, the entire 30 minutes that we did live at 4 o'clock is there to be seen. So if you want to take a look, we invite you so to do. And remember, please subscribe. So here's a bit of what happened today in that 30 minutes. Again, we invite you next week, Sunday at 4 to Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast live. I'm Franklin McKnight. Here goes.
The bomb threats. Now, some people want to say they take the bomb threats simple, saying it is somebody that who is probably mentally disturbed. No.
This week we want to look at one of those things in the workplace: stress.
Wow.
Too many of our young Jamaicans are getting strokes, heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, and what is triggering that is the silent killer: stress.
I'm still looking at the food situation, because the reports are that for the quarter just ending, the third quarter, we are still experiencing 11.4% decline in domestic food production. So I'm still a little worried.
11.4% for one quarter.
Yes.
And that is on the back of a previous growth quarter.
A previous decline.
Professor Errol Miller, he a well-known educator, graced the reunion with his presence, as did the current president of the principal of the Michael, Osborne Pinnock, Dr. Pinnock.
We have seen where the speaker has made some changes as to how reports from the Auditor General and from the Integrity Commission should be handled. Previously, these reports were tabled to the House as soon as they are sent to the Parliament. Now the speakers rule that they must go to a committee. Now, constitutionally, it is not so. The reports from the Auditor General must be tabled to the Parliament, not to any committee.
Because that's what the Constitution requires, that it goes to the Parliament.
Work is where we spend most of our time. Work is where we experience our most stress. Like we're at home, most times we're happy, we're not stressed. But the minute we step into the workplace, somehow, some way, it attracts stress. So we need now to find ways to deal with stress at work, which is a serious problem. Here are the 3 tips. 1, take breathing breaks. Some of us have a policy to working like Sister P. Let us stop and take working break to breathe.
So we need to do some things to reduce the loss of life when drains. We know that. We need to fix some roads which are notorious for flooding, such as the one which we used to call Marcus Garvey Drive out there. That we need to get people off the gully banks. We know that. We don't need to deal with those things. But we had a situation where Jamaica was facing the possibility of a weather system strengthening and becoming a tropical storm. Not yet a tropical storm, not sure to become one. It didn't in the end. Not a hurricane. Thank you for joining us. Now you can get the full discussion in 30 minutes that we did among us. Desmond Richards, Mary White, Patrick Maitland, and I am Franklin McKnight. Go on to our YouTube channel and remember to subscribe and like. That's Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast. Until then,